Hey you guys, so I know it's been a while, it's been a minute, but I wanted to wrap up my Seattle video that I did. I went to Seattle last year in November. This is now 2023. I have plenty of stuff planned for the year, but I wanted to dive into Seattle because I have the video literally prepared. I just had to do like this part of it and I've been super busy. So I was like, let me go ahead and do my Seattle video so you guys can enjoy. If you hear a slight like knocking noise, we're getting some work done on our roof, so it is what it is. I wanted to get this video finished. So anyways, Seattle, Washington. So I went in, like I said, in November last year, 2022. It was my first time going to Seattle, you guys, and I have to say it is absolutely beautiful. I had never been to Washington before. I'd never been to Seattle, of course, so it was awesome. Let me see. I flew JetBlue. I flew Delta. It was my first time flying Delta, and I have to say, it's alright. The best thing they do offer to me is the in-flight entertainment, and they offer complimentary earbuds. So, that was great. That was awesome. I did like that. But other than that, very basic. Let me think. I tried some amazing food places. I went with a great group of girls, so we all had a great time. One thing I can say about Seattle, they dedicate, like, if your company was created in Seattle, like, they show love, right? So like Amazon, Google, Starbucks, UPS, what is it, UPS or USPS? One of them. They show love in Seattle for their employees. A lot of stuff we saw, which we were like, oh, we want to try that, we want to do that. It was only for certain companies' employees. So I thought that was pretty cool. When we went, it actually only sprinkled once, right? So it wasn't rainy. The weather was beautiful. The hotel we stayed at the Holiday Inn in downtown. It was very conveniently located. Walkability was great. We did not need to rent a car. We took Ubers back home mainly, but we mainly walked. It was really walkable. It was cool weather, so you know, we were in comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes, and we just did a lot of walking, sightseeing, eating. So it was really awesome. I encourage you, if you've never been, if it's somewhere you think you want to go, definitely check it out. It was a very affordable flight, very affordable hotel. Spending wise, I came in under budget, as I did in a video previously about budgeting. I try to aim for about $100 a day per person for spending money. So if I'm traveling solo, I still keep that same budget. If I know I'm going to do activities, I try to plan ahead and book those ahead and pay for those ahead, so there's no unexpected expense. Of course, I am always open to do spur of the moment things, but still, I try to stay within my budget, right? So, we did do a couple of tours. I did a food tour for the first time. I did another tour where we just did some sightseeing. We did do the Space Needle. We did the Chula Glass Garden. I've been to one before in New York, so this was interesting to see it from the perspective in Seattle. I'm trying to think of anything that really stood out. We went to a karaoke bar. But we ended up leaving. It was standing room pretty much only, and then yeah, it was packed to capacity with so many different groups that came in and reserved. So that was absolutely just kind of a headache. Anything else that I can really think of? We just saw a lot. We did a lot. We saw a lot. We enjoyed a lot. So I'm not going to stop this video. I was able to test out my Béis carry-on, my navy blue Béis carry-on for the plane. You will see that in my video, the set with my mini weekender bag from my personal bag for under the seat worked perfectly. I've used it before for travel, but this was the first time I traveled with the set together, right? So I do have a few vacations coming up this year. This will not be the last you hear from me. I know it's been a minute. I'm gonna do better. There is gonna be another video that I'm gonna do in about a week, just for travel guidelines with toiletries and things. I thought I did a video before for my channel, but I actually did it for a vacation group like message that we were in. I did a video just explaining some of the toiletries, sizing guidelines and stuff like that for carry-ons versus check bags. So I'm actually going to do a video from my channel as well, just to keep everybody informed, informative, and up to date. Okay, so other than that, you guys be blessed and safe travels. Enjoy the video. All right, you guys, so here's me boarding the plane. As you can see, I am by myself. We'll get into that a little later, but yeah, go ahead and check out my beige bags. Aren't they beautiful? I love my little set. But anyways, so the Seattle airport was really nice. It was very beautiful. I love the decor. I love the amenities. It wasn't huge, but it was, you know, big enough. Get you in, get you out pretty much. I have TSA pre-check, so none of that was any type of issue. It was quick. It was good. They do have a whole area dedicated for like kids. It's like a whole kids play area. I thought that was pretty cool. Wear them kids out before they get on their flight. Now, here is me on my way to the hotel by myself, okay? The other two ladies who were supposed to fly with me on my flight, they missed the flight. So they had to catch the next flight. And my actual roommate wasn't checking in, wasn't getting there until that evening because she had a flight credit on a different airline. So here we go. I'm in the lift. I'm on my way to the hotel from the airport. And like I said before, by myself, but that's all right. So anyways, I stayed at the Holiday Inn downtown. The hotel was really nice. It was very comfortable. I did love that they had Dove products in the rooms for your use. So that was really convenient. I ain't seen that in a hotel yet. Homegrown. That's what it's called. I could not remember the name of this dang old restaurant. Went here real quick to give me something to eat. And I had a chicken pesto sandwich with a side salad. That sandwich was bomb, y'all, okay? So because I was by myself, I did a little walking around. I did a little sightseeing, just seeing what was in the area, seeing the walkability, seeing what I can find. And it was really nice, really beautiful. So I definitely enjoyed it. No complaints. This is the park across the street from the hotel. Isn't this beautiful? It's so nice. So anyways, I did walk down. It was a Whole Foods like right there, right down the street, like a 5-minute walk from the hotel. So I went walking down to Whole Foods to go ahead and get some waters for my stay. Whenever I do travel, I normally try to bring a case of waters if I'm driving. But if I'm flying, the first thing I do is go find out where I can get some water for the weekend or however long the trip is. So I stay good on and hydrated, all right? Now, this place, we was legit trying to get into, y'all. Like, we were trying to figure out how in the world do we get up in here. It was so pretty. It was so beautiful. It was like a dome, like just a huge dome. So we continued to just walk and sightsee. And by now, we were all together. So everybody was together. Everybody had made it. So we were just out and about. And then we headed over to dinner. Now, we did go to this one restaurant, and it's called Elephant and Castle, and it was more of a pub. So I try to, do an itinerary normally for my trips, and I do it based on people's, eating, dietary restrictions, and all that kind of good stuff. So I figured this was a pretty cool place. They had some for everybody. So I stick to basics normally. I'll give me some wings and fries, and I had got these pretzel bites. The pretzel bites were amazing. Cheese dip was whatever. Now, we did do something where we went out because my friend who came with us, her birthday was at the end of the month. So I started telling everybody, because they were like, what you guys here for? I was like, we celebrated my friend's birthday. So I was like, let's just see what we can get. So we pretty much just pulled it off the whole weekend. For breakfast the next day, we went to Einstein's Bagels. Now, my silly self did not eat breakfast because I normally don't, but I was really adamant about not overeating because we were doing the food tour that day. Yeah, I got humbled. Right next to the restaurant, it was photo ops. Anywhere you see me just kind of randomly posing, it's because I was like, oh, this is a photo op. So yeah, That's what you're gonna see. Plenty of that. Now it's about to get interesting. We went to this like free art gallery, art show, but it was like live art, so you can interact with it, you can touch it, you can pretty much do what you want with this. So that was pretty interesting. Never been to a place that kind of allowed you to do that. So we had a really good time there. But yeah, just keep, yeah, it was different. Very different. This is art. Dirt. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. Yes. This is huge. I would like one of these on my wall. Okay, so some areas of the video you will hear like me talking from when I was actually recording it, because that's kind of what I meant to do with it for some of the stuff. So but yeah, but it's so many beautiful places in Seattle. Like the buildings are so just nice. And yeah, so anyways, our food tour that we had scheduled for that day was actually in Pike's Place. Now, one thing Seattle is super famous for is this area called Pike's Place, where vendors can come. You can come sell things. You can actually set up an actual standalone store and all that great stuff. So anyways, look at this stuff, y'all. Don't it look good? Now, some of the lines, I didn't get to try some of this stuff because the lines were absolutely ridiculous. Okay, like, and I'm a dessert person, and the desserts just looked so good. But we were trying to find the place where we were supposed to start the tour. So we were walking through. We finally found the place. We started the tour. That was our little tour guide. Now, if you ever heard of this place, it's the fish market in Pike's Place, where they sing, they throw fish, they begin down. Interesting to see. I heard about it when I was really young in school from a video, so it was cool to see it in person. This is the original Starbucks. If you are a Starbucks lover like me, I was slightly tempted to go in, but the line was down the block, so I was like, no, I'm good. Starbucks is Starbucks. And I just had to capture that view. Now, here are some of the food we started eating on the tour, y'all. Okay, if you ever want to do a food tour, it is more so like bite-sized things. I did not know, or I would have eaten real food before this tour, but nonetheless, it was delicious. This was my first time really having clam chowder. I was always that person saying I didn't like clam chowder, but never had clam chowder. So when I finally tried it, I was like, oh, I like clam chowder. We went ahead and went back to the clam chowder place. Me and my friend, we got a flight, and we each got like a crab roll. Now, the crab roll was legit okay. Not the best one I've had by far, but the clam chowder was absolutely amazing. Here was just some sights. I think we were about to go to shopping. You know, if you go on a vacation with me, we gonna shop. Anyways, then we found this place called Spin. Now, it said it was some kind of like hangout type of restaurant type of spot, but it's actually like this weird bar that they play ping pong, a ping pong bar. If that is a thing, that's what it was there. So people literally came to play ping pong, like legit. So we were like, oh, okay. So anyways, we just kind of sat at the bar, took pictures, hung out, and planned our next move. Once we were done with all that, we went back to the hotel to drop off our stuff, and we had to take a walk through the park and do videos and capture footage, because at night this park is so pretty. They had it all decorated for Christmas, and it was just absolutely beautiful. We found this late night pizza joint. This is a video, Crystal.
Oh, sorry guys.
I'm just showing because we're going on the tour. Right? So you're gonna hear me laugh a lot. You're gonna hear me joke a lot because, like I said, we were telling everybody it was my friend's birthday. We loved our tour guide. We booked the tour through Viator, and we absolutely loved our tour guide. He really customized. Oh, look at this! Look at this! I was cracking up. I'm like, he was legit knocked out. We booked it through Viator. It was more customized because we were the only group on the tour. So we had the whole, van to ourselves. We didn't have to worry about nobody else there. So we really was like, oh, can we go see this? Can we go do that? Can we do this instead? So it was really like a customized tour for us. So we love that. And yeah, he took us to this little garden or something. And we sung happy birthday to her, and she was so over it. She was like, please stop telling people it's my birthday. And of course I'm not. My other friend, she wanted to go get a jersey, some kind of hockey, soccer, or baseball, or something along those lines. Look, don't ask me. So we went to like the authentic stores to find one. And like I said, the driver was really cool because he really allowed us to have more customized, like what we want to do. So we just took our time and looked around. I captured some of the gear. There's the T-Mobile Park Arena, which, maybe he's a baseball player. That would make sense. Yep, I think he was. So yeah, we were just kind of capturing the moments and getting some good flicks in. And this was the official store. So she was able to go in, actually find her little jersey she was looking for. And yeah, I was even looking like, some of this stuff is cute. I really love the colors and the color schemes. But I'm not a fan of sports like that. So I don't see myself ever investing in jerseys and things like that. So yeah, just came to sightsee. Here's where he took us to the original UPS store. I had to get this shot because, yeah, it was dope. This was super peaceful. I didn't record the sound here because it was loud because of the waterfalls, but the employees here can actually come sit, take a break, have their lunch, just relax. I was like, dang, that's nice. He worked there. We didn't know him. But we just thought that was really cool how they were able to do that. So we just enjoyed it. I was like, man, this is awesome. Super loud though because of the running water, but very peaceful. So of course I had to, do a couple poses and get my little flicks taken. Now this is another part of the tour that we went to. He took us on this tour, basically the history of Seattle. It was very informative because a lot of the information I did not know. I didn't know, excuse me, that Seattle was part of the gold rush, or, that it burned down, got rebuilt, that it was like on stilts. I don't know. Look, he said a whole bunch. He talked a lot, but it was really cool. It was like a little museum that was more so dedicated to Seattle. So I thought that was really nice. Yeah, just looking around, sightseeing. He was trying to do Q&A. We were not that group. He gave jokes. He was a great tour guide. He did a lot of jokes. They were like dad jokes. So if you like dad jokes, you would like it. But, I don't. So it was what it was. Now we went over to this glass house where they were actually making glass at the time. That was cool. I did not buy anything there because, mind you, I had a carry-on luggage that was already to capacity, especially after I went shopping. So I really couldn't fit nothing up in my luggage coming home. Like it was a struggle to get all the stuff back. So I didn't want to buy anything that would possibly break or not fit properly. So unfortunately, I just kind of looked and glanced, but it was really, really pretty. And if I had space, there was a couple items I would have actually took back. But I thought it was pretty cool just to see. And after that, he took us to the weirdest gift shop I've ever been to in my life. Yeah. Anyways, here he took us to see this beautiful view at the top of this hill. And this is just a view like you can't pay for it. It was just so amazing and beautiful and just really cool to see. And it was literally like at some neighborhood. So yeah, if you were just, I would say, a regular visitor, you probably wouldn't know where to go. So I was glad we did the tour. I think it was worth it. We all think it was worth it. We were able to see some pretty cool stuff. And then these were like at the boatyard. Yeah. And then we went ahead and let me see. So yeah, I think we're just taking pictures. That was kind of the goal. I'm like, okay, come on. Let's hit these angles. Y'all know what's up. Now I do need better photographers with me because yeah, I'm gonna need efforts. Okay. But he took us to go see these seals. Now these people, I was more interested in these people than the seals because look at this hill. They legit was like, we're gonna walk up this hill. We're gonna do it. He's like, look, I'm gonna do it. I was like, why? There's stairs. Yeah. It was very pretty. We did not see any of them. They didn't come up to the surface. They didn't come over to us. I was very much so okay with that. I'm not really interested in animals like that. It was just a part of his tour. So we did do some things a part of his tour. It was a 4-hour tour. It turned into like a 5-hour tour plus because he talked a lot. And I get it, you know, he still wanted to see us to see the stuff that was, I guess, already planned for the tour or whatever. But anyways, here's the glass gardens. I don't think I noticed I was still holding that phone. I think what I was trying to do was avoid getting too many people up in my shot and more so focus on the glass sculptures. Yeah, so if you see me like just kind of pull my phone down, that's more so what I'm doing. I just thought they were pretty cool. Like it was so pretty, super pretty. Just imagine having that in your ceiling, like waking up to that every day. Super cool. But at the end of the day, it is breathtaking to see, but a lot of stuff that I did on this tour is like a oneer and doneer for me. I don't need to do it again. I was great for the experience. I'm grateful that I was able to do it. Grateful that I was able to go and experience some new things, but I probably wouldn't go to another like glass museum. I just wouldn't do it. It's glass, colored glass, different sizes, shapes. It's not something you need to see every time you go to one or you're in an area that has one. But if you get a chance to experience it yourself, please do. There is also another area that was outside. We were over it. We kind of just stayed inside. It was cold. We stayed inside, looked, and we kind of had to kill time anyways while we had to wait for our reservation for the Space Needle. So when we were done there, we went to go eat and then on to the Space Needle. So the Space Needle, you literally go into an elevator, this little elevator, all the way up. And then you get out. And then you get to like go out to look. This is also another experience that I don't think I would do again. It was a family like around us in line and they were like, oh, we came yesterday and we got to do it again. Yeah, not me. You know, I'm not a huge fan of heights. And like I said, this is what you see when you go look. Yeah. And look at how it's not really, to me, as secure. Like the glass got gaps in it. I can't slide through that gap, but yeah. It was just like, oh, this is beautiful. And then to get off, you had to walk to an area where it was still like glass underneath you only. Yeah, I was good. And people was actually like laying on the glass. I was really good. So that night we went to this one restaurant called Tool House, I want to say. I don't remember the full name, but it was like this really good restaurant. They had good food. We enjoyed ourselves. This was my meal. I had these little, I had some, that was either like gumbo or jambalaya or something. I don't know. She had got some fries and some mushrooms and something else. She got some seafood. And we did this thing where we all ended up getting a dessert. Like everybody had to order a dessert because we was tasting everybody's dessert. And it was absolutely worth it. Delicious. Now we're heading back home. Time to go. We had an awesome time. Love the, well, Loved the vacation. And now we head home.